Hello yoga community, my name is Angie and this particular class is going to be a chakra opening class using a yin yoga sequence. If you have bolsters or perhaps a pillow or a blanket, something that allows for you to disengage muscle, please keep it close by to your mat. A bit of information about this class. For those of you who are not sure about how energy works, before energy enters the human body, it manifests as chakras and meridians. What are meridians? Meridians are the energetic pathways which direct energy into the chakras. Chakras, for those of you who aren't sure, they are the energetic spinning wheels. Now there's 7 of them, from the base all the way to the crown, and they're in the center line of the body. Every endocrine gland and organ is located in one of those 7 spinning wheels. So we're going to start first, each class, we will start in Shavasana. So please turn around, relax on your back. And this is really just an opportunity for you to let go of any expectation, to let go of the day, and to arrive into your body just by being still, relaxed, and breathing. So essentially we are calming the central nervous system down before every class. And we're just going to scan the body right now for any tension. And with every inhale, we're going to breathe into the chest, feel the belly rise. A nice slow exhale, feel the belly fall and expand. Calm breath, calm mind, calm body. With the eyes closed, just feel the lids over the eyes heavy. And take a moment to release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, soften through the jaw. And so just feeling a sense of surrender, and allowing your mat to support you. Feel supported for the whole class. Just a few more breaths here before we start. Good, nice, slow flow, deep full breaths. Okay, the first posture. Good. We're going to bring the knees into the chest first, and we're going to move into the first posture. We're moving into the root chakra. With the knees into the chest, we're going to bring the body to the right hand side. So let's come into a fetal position. Yep. And take a few breaths here, and then push up through your hand. Good. And we're going to come into garland pose. Okay, so garland pose looks like this. So if you can't push the heels into the yoga mat, we're going to place a little pillow or a little blanket under the heels. So each posture in yin yoga in my class is held for at least 4 minutes, usually 5. And we try not to move once we find our position. Good. Every posture, the eyes stay closed, and we focus on breathing. So we're going to stay in this position, and if you can bring your chin to your chest, tuck your chin to the chest, close the eyes. Feeling grounded, feeling anchored, feeling supported. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And feel the weight of your sit bones heavy. Feel all 10 toes on the floor, relaxed. Chin tucked to the chest. Your internal gaze stays right between your 2 brows. Being present, being still, staying connected with your breath. When the root chakra is balanced, you're able to trust and not operate from a place of fear. All your needs are being met, your basic needs: food, shelter, water, but also your emotional needs. Last 30 seconds, an invitation to go a little bit deeper inside your body. Deepen the breath. For the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your eyes closed, and we're going to move into Indian style child's pose to reset your spine. Keeping your knees together, your feet together. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Soften through the shoulder blades. Feel the stomach on the thighs. Feel your chest on your knees. A nice light bend through the elbows. A gentle outer rotation of your feet, your wrists, your knees. Just a few more breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly uncurl one vertebra at a time. Out of your child's pose, push up through your palms. And we're moving from the root chakra into the sacral chakra. Okay, for the sacral chakra, we're going to be moving into any variation of dragon. So my friend Anna's going to demonstrate for you high-flying dragon. You can come onto your knees, and I'm going to demonstrate the low-flying dragon. So we're going to bring the right foot forward, coming to a deep lunge. For the high-flying dragon, any variation which works for you, and if the head can't stay up, you can bring your head down and forward. Okay. So if you'd like to go a little bit deeper into your dragon, we move into a low-flying dragon. So Anna, we're going to get you to stay in the high-flying dragon for today. Okay. So any variation which works for you. This is going to be a 4-minute hold on the right side before we transition into the left side. Good. So start to really allow for your pelvis to tilt down and forward. The sacral chakra, bright orange. When it's balanced, you feel creative. You have balance of your sexual energy. Your emotions are intact. So if you'd like to visualize with your eyes closed an orange ball of fiery light. So governing creativity and inspiration as well. Keep lunging a little bit forward. Good. The sacral chakra. What's located in the sacral chakra are your sex organs, your ovaries, your testes, also your elimination system and some of the digestive organs. In this particular posture, if you feel unbalanced, I invite you to press your right big toe into the mat. Feel all 5 toes anchored through the mat. Good. And if you're still feeling unbalanced, gently bring, with your eyes closed, your left hip slightly forward to realign through the hips. And we keep feeling into a little bit more of a lunge. Shoulder blades down and relaxed. Good. Feel anchored through your left knee, the top of the left foot. Feel the toes. Good. Feel more of a deepened lunge. Good. And as you inhale into the chest, Feel your chest lift. And as you exhale, we feel the deepening of the lunge. Good. Stay grounded. Keep the internal gaze between your eyebrows. Good. Balancing out creativity. Good. Even creativity on a simple level, as in being inspired to bake a cake or to perhaps go out into the garden and plant some new seeds. Just to be creative when you're nice and balanced. So find your stillness and your stability here by realigning the pelvis. And again, pushing the inner arch of your right foot down, right big toe on the floor. Good. Any discomfort, you can ease out of your lunge. Otherwise, we still have at least 30 seconds here. An invitation to go a little bit deeper. If you need to relax the chin to the chest, chin to the chest. For the last 3, 2, 1. Low flying dragon, push the palms into the floor. High flying dragon, come all the way up. Good, we're going to swap legs, right leg back and left leg forward. So the high lunging dragon, head up or chin to the chest. Low flying dragon, it's the same principle. We're going to press the outer edge of your left foot into the mat. Elbows on the floor, chin to the chest. And allowing your pelvis to feel heavy and forward into the mat. So make sure that you do feel a lunging sensation when you're in your dragon. You'll feel a nice organic stretch through the inner thighs, through the hips. Every inhale, keep lengthening up out of your lower lumbar, creating space in the chest cavity. Relax the 5 toes, high flying dragon, anchor down through your left big toe, your heel. Low flying dragon, feel the outer edge supported into the mat. The gentle outer rotation of your left femur bone, your left knee. Keep that extension from your lower lumbar, and every exhale, feel a melting sensation through your hips. Your sacral chakra is located above your hip bone and just below your belly button. Last 30 seconds, no moving, just breathing. Low flying dragon, let your head feel heavy. High flying dragon, big inhale into the chest. For 3, 2, 1. Low flying dragon, push up through the palms. High flying dragon, come back into a tabletop position. Okay, we're going to reset the spine here with the cat-cow. The wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. The knees underneath the hips. With your eyes closed, we're going to take an inhale, lead with your heart, lift your chin, internal gaze up. And on the exhale, squeeze, lock and tuck. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Keep the tops of the feet on the floor. Push the palms into the mat and come into a neutral spine tabletop position. Okay. Sit in a position which is comfortable for you, and we're going to move into the Manipura, the solar plexus, a beautiful golden ball of sunlight located right above your belly button. So for the Manipura, the solar plex chakra, we're going to turn around, relax on the back and move into a supine position. Yep. Okay. So this is an opportunity to use your props if you haven't already done so. So before we move into Manipura, if you're a regular, just go right into it. And if you're new to Yin Yoga, the props need to be between the legs if you're feeling tension in the legs, and also underneath your shoulder girdle. So we're going to start by bringing the knees into the chest, Anna. Yep. But let's now bring them directly above your knees. Yep. Goalpost your arms to the sides. And we're going to start by bringing your knees, let's bring them to the left-hand side. So take an inhale, good, and exhale, knees to the left. Okay, good. And then we're going to look to the opposite side, to the right. Good. Okay. So this is your supine twist. If you need to, again, you place any props between your legs, your knees, your feet. Good. If you find that your right shoulder is elevated, please place a little blanket underneath that shoulder. You don't need it. Good. Okay. So every inhale, really create that space. We're breathing into the upper lobes of the lungs. And every exhale, we just allow the legs and the thighs to feel heavy. Good. No tension. Release and relax any muscle. Soften through the toes, cold toes. And if you feel that you need to, you're welcome to place your left hand on top of your right thigh without any pressure. Just place it there, and organically will allow your right thigh to go a little bit deeper into the mat. Again, the important part in a supine twist is that you feel anchored down through your right shoulder. Good, right shoulder feels heavy. Nice. The eyes are closed. The mouth is closed. Chin relaxed in the direction of your shoulder. No tension through your palm. Softening through the wrists. And we're just holding this posture. And if you feel any discomfort, we're going to breathe into any areas of tension or discomfort. Nice, slow flow, deep full breath. Slow your breathing down. Good. So the breathing should never become shallow in a Yin Yoga class. The breathing always calm. If you'd like to visual a golden ball of light, sunlight, and your solar plexus. This is your warrior spirit. So when you feel supported and secure in your base chakra, it allows for you to then manifest and create a purpose. And then when that's aligned with your heart, we go into the solar plexus and you're able to move that manifestation forward with confidence. So visualizing a bright yellow ball of light, like sunlight, emanating from your solar plexus. Willpower and strength and self-esteem. Once your base chakra is balanced and you feel supported and secure with a strong foundation, you are then able to move into the sacral chakra, where you can be creative and inspired to manifest your purpose. And from there we move into the solar plexus, where you have that warrior spirit to push forward and move forward your purpose. Last 30 seconds, just find your stillness. Always an invitation to breathe a little bit deeper. Exhale, really release. Releasing not just physical tension, but also mental tension. Good. Good. For the last 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring the knees together. And we're going to just bring them directly above. Pull them in. Good. Pull the knees into the chest. Good. You can bring your third eye to your knee if you like. And another variation is to bring the back of the head on the floor. Good. Pull the shoulders down. Roll the tailbone down. And really pull the knees into the sternum. Rock and rolling a little bit side to side if you like. Good. Whatever you need to do here to reset your spine. So we're going to come back into a neutral position. Yep. Stay there. Goalpost the arms. Just keeping your knees directly above your hips, always with your eyes closed if you can. You'll take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to bring both knees in the direction of the right. We're going to gently bring your head looking in the direction of the left. Good. Supine twist on the next side. Good. No, that's nice. Good. Feel the temple. Good. Of the left side of your face. Nice. Okay. If you need to place the props, please do so between your knees, between your calves or your thighs. Good. So we're going to breathe into the upper lobes of the lungs on the left side. Big inhale. And exhale. Good. Good. Again, just scanning the body for any tension or resistance. And if you feel like you'd like to place the right palm on the outer edge of your left thigh, you're always welcome to do that. Remembering that we're not pushing, there's no force. Just the weight of the hand naturally will slightly bring the leg down. Good. Good. The Manipura chakra. Okay, it governs the ovaries and the testes. I said that before. But it also governs the small intestines. A little bit of the elimination system as well. And the pancreas. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So once you've found your stillness, start to navigate your breath to any tension or resistance. Keep the eyes closed and the mouth closed. Remembering that this practice is a meditative practice of reconnection and surrender, just by allowing your central nervous system to relax through stillness and breath. The body consists of acupuncture pressure points, also known as nerves, channels and nadis. These energetic pathways are shielded with a protective layer called connective tissue, fascia. Fascia, or connective tissue, whatever you want to call it, it's responsible for allowing the bones to be in place, allowing your muscles to stay connected to bone. Also, it's a container for allowing your organs to be in place. If you visualize an orange, that white bit looks like nerves around the orange. That's the fascia, that's the connective tissue, same as in your body. And if you are to cut out the connective tissue, the body will collapse. It does serve as a container. Good. So over time, as you age, fascia begins to dry and tighten up. So what we're doing here is we are working with the fascia, allowing it to be malleable and pliable because we can't stretch it. So we can have a deeper flow of energy throughout the body. So we're supporting the connective tissue here. We're supporting that movement of energy so it doesn't restrict as we get older. Last 30 seconds. It's a lot of information about fascia. Just keep in mind that we need to keep the connective tissue strong so we can flow energy in and out of the chakras. Remembering that every endocrine gland and organ is located in a chakra. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to pull the knees together and we're going to come up into reverse tabletop position. And now we're going to happy baby. Let's bend the knees. Bring the arms inside the legs. And if you can't grab the outsides of the feet, grab onto the calves. Good. So even with this happy baby, you can keep your knees bent, pull the shoulders down and back. And you're going to rock side to side like a happy baby. Good. Again, if you can't grab the outsides of the feet, do grab onto your ankles or your calves. And a really nice way to massage the spine. Bend your elbows, roll the shoulder blades down, roll the sacrum to the mat. Right and left, left and right. Good. Nice. And then we're going to come into knees together, arms to the side. Okay, and we're going to move into melting heart, moving into the heart chakra. So we can move into it straight away. The important thing, Anna's going to stay there, is that you're going to keep your knees directly underneath the hips. Hip width apart, and then from here we extend. Now you are welcome to use your blocks or books or a bolster and come into this position, stacking the knees under the hips, bringing your chin to the chest. Or we can just stay without a bolster or a prop. Yep. Nice. Very good. Okay. So try not to allow your sit bones to go beyond the width of the hips. You want to stack that up nicely. And once that's stacked, allowing the heart to melt with the third eye on the floor. Really nice. Take an inhale into the upper lobes of the lungs and exhale. Good. Good. Nice gentle outer rotation of the thighs. If you're not too flexible in the calves and you find that the feet are lifting up, you'll place the blanket underneath the tops of the feet, or you can place the bolster on tops of the ankles and the calf muscles to keep the weight of your feet down. So no tension in the feet. Good. Feel the tops of the 10 toes relaxed on the mat. Good. Feel the outer rotation of your calves, your thighs. Feel the flesh from the sit bones melt away from the sit bones. Scooping the sit bones, a gentle tuck of the tailbone. A nice long extension into the rib cage as you breathe. Big inhale, slow exhale. Feel the belly soften and relax. Good. So in Sanskrit, the word for heart is anahata. Anahata in English translates as unstuck, unstuck. Open, open heart. So when your heart chakra is balanced, your capacity to forgive others and to forgive yourself, you feel empathy and compassion. Compassion, empathy and forgiveness. Gratitude, feeling bliss. Your heart chakra governs the cardiovascular system, of course, the respiratory system, the lungs and the heart, as well as the arms and the shoulders. Good. And the gland that it works with most is the thymus gland. So keep the stillness in the upper body. Good. With the third eye to the floor, internal gaze between your brows. Chin away from the chest. Gentle outer rotation through the shoulders. Good. Feel the elbows, forearms, wrists, and each finger relaxed on the mat. Big inhale, slow exhale. Good. A beautiful restorative posture here to open the heart chakra. Keep breathing through your nose. Keep the sit bones scooping. Last 10 seconds. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to slowly push up through the arms. And we're going to reset in Indian child's pose, knees together. Palms facing up, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Soften the shoulders. Yes, the shoulder blades pull down and forward, as does the chin, the chest, the top of the head. Two more breaths here. And slowly on your last exhale, come all the way up. And we're going to be moving into the throat chakra. Okay, so the blue pearl, the beautiful blue pearl located in your throat. We're going to work with fish pose for this one. I'm going to demonstrate for you guys fish pose without any props. We're going to anchor down through the elbows. Lift your chin, your chest, and release your head, your neck. And the legs, outer rotation. Always an outer rotation, no engagement of muscle. If you can hold this posture for 4 to 5 minutes, great. Any tension through your neck, be very gentle coming up out of the postures. Always lead with your chest, and your head comes up last. For Matsyasana, supported Matsyasana, we're going to use a bolster. If you have a block, please place it horizontally underneath your bar strap, and long ways, you'll place a block at the base of your neck. Okay. So a bolster, a pillow, a blanket. We can bring the legs into Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together or not, that is optional. I'm going to place a little pillow at the back of the head. And if you'd like to activate the meridians for your lungs and your large intestines, we release the arms up over the head. So all the Bakasana is optional. Okay, so that's for your liver and your small intestines activation. The arms over the head again, lungs and large intestines, that's all optional. So what's not optional is that the body must feel completely restorative in a yin yoga practice. So it's the opposite of a yang practice. We engage muscle and the body feels lighter, tighter and stronger. But in yin, it's the exact opposite. The body feels heavy. So that's the natural state of relaxation, heavy. Feeling of surrender, releasing and letting go. The essence is dry and cool and it's unchanging. So even though you feel yin, wherever there's yin, there is a yang. So the outer body is yin and the internal body, there's a lot of movement going on, the movement of energy. So in this posture, every inhale is a deepening into the rib cage. And a lengthening, good, through the abdominal wall, really nice, Anna. When your throat chakra is balanced, you start to speak your truth. You become a clear communicator. An important thing to know is that you also become a very good listener. Your throat chakra governs the thyroid and the parathyroid gland. The thyroid gland is responsible for your metabolism rate, and your parathyroid gland is responsible for the distribution of calcium throughout the bloodstream. It also governs the neck and the jaw. If your eyes are closed, they should be closed. You're visualizing a beautiful blue pearl. A blue pearl, the energetic spinning wheel of the throat. Allow the soles of the feet to gently peel away, soften the feet, the toes. With the weight of the knees, you feel a nice stretch through the abductors without engaging any muscle. The widening of the knees, the opening of the hips, the deep extension of your hips all the way into the chest cavity with every inhale. Good. The openness of the intercostals, but most importantly, the activation of your throat chakra. Good. Okay, last 30 seconds. Just let the shoulder blades really relax. Nice, calm breaths. Breathing is calm. Good. For the last 3, 2, and 1. Now, to come out of the posture, very gently, really protect your neck here. You can extend the legs forward if they're in Bakasana. Yep, and we're going to lead with your heart. Let your heart come up first, not your head, your heart. Lead with the heart. Good, and let your head come up last. And then we're going to relax in child's pose. Not in child's pose, let's relax in Shavasana, and let's do a modified Shavasana. So let's come into Pentacle. We're going to bring the feet mat width apart. If you haven't done this one before, straight legs like a Shavasana. And we're going to bring the hands, palms facing up a little bit out to the sides below the heart. So this is a nice variation of Shavasana. And again, we're just breathing comfortably here. Good, allowing the spine to reset. Just a few full deep breaths. So we've moved from the root chakra through the sacral into the solar plexus. We've activated the heart, the gateway between the physical and the non-physical. And we've moved all the way into the throat. And now we're heading right into the pineal gland. So to come out of Pentacle, your little reset posture, just bring the knees into the chest, come into a fetal position at your own time, flip to one side, any way that you like to flip. If you're flipping to the right, use the left palm to push up. I'm going to kind of come back to the mat, and we're going to move into a nice, easy posture, child's pose. So we're going to move into the Western style of child's pose. Very easy, knees mat width apart. You know this one. And I inhale, arms forward. So it just looks like this. And if it's too easy for you, you can bring your arms up into an arm variation if you feel the need. Otherwise, the arms extend forward. A nice, easy posture here to activate the third eye. So with this posture, I invite you to just allow your hips to feel heavy. Good, nice and heavy in the direction of the heels. And as you breathe into the chest, take a big inhale And slow exhale, soften through the shoulder blades. Good, nice and relaxed. Good. So your third eye, the center of intuition. So this is where your pituitary gland is located, and your pituitary gland is the master gland which controls the functioning of all the glands inside the body. So make sure the third eye is connected to the mat, which means the chin is away from the chest. And when we activate the third eye, we become very connected. We're able to have visions of what the future might look like for us, which basically means your intuition becomes open. Getting rid of any illusions and disillusions. So if you're stretching the palms forward, just feel the fingertips relaxed on the mat. Feel the wrists heavy. It's always going to feel like a gentle outer rotation of the arms and the shoulders and the legs. We just always allow the breath to move through the body. Start to navigate to any tension or resistance. As you inhale, start to breathe in nourishment and light. And as you exhale, it's an exhale of tension, release. So we're just going to hold the posture for another 1 minute, and I invite you to just be still. Feel the tops of the toes on the mat, all 10 of them. Feel the tops of the feet. Keeping the internal gaze always right between your two brows. Here there are no thoughts. Really stay connected into your pituitary gland, your third eye. And just see what is in that space without thinking, without any stories. Just keep the internal gaze between your brows. And soften your brows. For the last 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's push up onto the hands. And let's come up into a cat-cow. Yep, cat-cow. Get some movement into the spine. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze, lock and tuck. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up, lead with your heart. And exhale. Let's get the wrists back under the shoulders. Ujjayi breathing if you can. Give me 2 more. Good, and come back to the tabletop position. The last chakra we're going to be activating is the crown chakra. So we're going to bring the hands down into forearms, and this is called your dolphin. So the top of the head into the floor. So the crown in the direction of your yoga mat. If the hamstrings are tight, please bend your knees, scoop the sit bones, tuck the tailbone, and keep the weight distribution equal throughout your elbows. Last posture, a 4-minute hold. So coming into your dolphin. Drop the head to the floor. Yep. And we're going to push up like you're doing a modified variation of a downward dog. Yep. And we're going to keep the knees bent, like super important if the hammies are tight. Yep. Nice. It's a little bit more challenging, this one, but the idea is to get the crown directly into the mat. Good. If it's too much, always bend the knees a little bit. The heels are pushing, the heels are up, but energetically they're pushing down into the mat. Good. So this is where your pineal gland is located. So the pineal gland responsible for your sleep-wake cycles, also for your mood. Good, and it controls the biological cycles within your internal body and activates consciousness. So just really feel the hip bones scooping up towards the ceiling. If you must come down, it becomes too much, come down onto the knees. Otherwise, try and stay in the posture. Good. So for this one, the chin is always away from your chest. Again, you feel anchored down through your elbows, a hollowing through the armpits, the softening of your rib cage. Keeping the hips nice and square to the ceiling, so allowing your belly to just feel heavy. If it's too much, again, you come down onto the knees. And we just stay here and breathe. Scooping the sit bones, tucking the tailbone. Feeling the top of the head very heavy here. Absolutely no tension in your neck or your jaw. Feel all 10 toes into the mat. Eyes are closed, mouth is closed. Find your stillness. 1 more minute. Breathe. If you start to feel a little bit of shaking, that's okay. As long as you feel no pain, there's no pain in yoga. Just allow the energy to move through your arms and your legs. Tingling sensation is good. Numbness, there's no numbness in yoga. Just allow the energy to move through your arms, through your legs, through the crown of your head to the base chakra. Last few seconds. Just take 3 more full deep breaths. Yes, let the body melt. For the last 3, 2, 1. We're going to come down onto the knees and let's come into Indian Child's Pose to reset the spine. So the shoulder blades relax down into the mat. Heels roll out. A gentle outer rotation of the wrists. Again, you always check that the chin is to the chest, top of the head to the floor, and that the breathing is calm. Good. And from here, just take 2 more breaths. I'm going to turn around and finish with our final Shavasana. So whenever you're ready, good, and turn around. If you can, we do this always with the eyes closed. And if you have a little bit of a blanket or something to keep you warm, please incorporate anything that makes you feel warm. If you feel tight through the hamstrings, a bolster or a blanket under the knees. Any tension through the back of the neck, also a little pillow if you need it. Good. So I'm going to give you a little bit of warmth here. Good. Okay. Always a gentle outer rotation of the arms and the legs for Shavasana. Allow the body to completely relax. We're going to end this class, the chakra activation class, with a little bit of yoga nidra. And I'm going to incorporate some Reiki on my beautiful yoga model, Anna. So first of all, Clear the mind of any thought. Good. And you're going to breathe into the chest on the inhale. And slow exhale through the abdominal wall. Good. Very nice. So reconnecting with your breath. Using the breath to reconnect the mind with the body. We're going to keep the eyes closed here, really important. And we're going to bring our attention to your root chakra. The root chakra at the very base of the spine. Okay. You're going to visualize a red ball of light. Good. A red spinning ball of light right at the base of your spine, located at the root. I am safe. I am supported. I trust. Moving into the sacral chakra, just above the hip bone and below the belly button, we're going to come into balance right here. You're going to visualize an orange ball of light. A spinning ball of light. I am expressive. I express. I am inspired. I create. Moving into your solar plexus, right above your belly button, visualizing bright yellow sun, a bright ball of yellow golden light. I am strong. I am confident. I am warrior spirit. Moving into the heart. So what you've manifested in your sacral, and when that's aligned with your heart, that's when things really begin to happen and the power of manifestation comes true. So right now you're visualizing a beautiful, bright, emerald green ball of light at your heart. And you're feeling gratitude. And you have the power to forgive. You are love. You are loved. Okay, so we're moving in to balance the throat chakra. Visualizing a blue pearl of light. I am heard. I listen. I speak my truth. Being able to communicate what you're manifesting, which is aligning with your heart. So you have the vision to move it forward with grace and ease. Visualizing an indigo violet ball of light right where your third eye would be located, right between your two brows. I am divine. I am connected. I am awake. You're bringing that ball of light now to the crown of the head, at the top of the head. Visualizing a golden or a white ball of light, brilliant light. I am source. I am consciousness. I am one. So bringing your chakras all into alignment in the center line of the body, feeling balanced and replenished. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Stay in stillness, stay connected to breath. And when you're ready to leave each class with open heart, open mind. Namaste.